Okay, so the girl knew that her mother, because of her behavior and not following the law of sowing the proper causes, that she would probably end up in the three lower realms. And conscious of this karma, the daughter sold all her property and belongings. She made offering of flowers and other forms of offer at the temple of or pagoda of the Buddha of flower of meditation and enlightenment. Basically, she made offering and donations to, I guess, the temple or the mosque. The image of the Buddha therein was magnificently carved and was immensely admirable in all appearances, so the statue looked nice. Her deep respect to this Buddha multiplied and said to herself, "This Buddha is fully enlightened and all-pervading in wisdom. If he were still embodied in this world of manifestation, I would inquire him where my mother has been cast. I feel certain he would know the exact realm of her birth." Basically, she says, well, if this Buddha is still alive, I would ask him where my mother has gone to. After thinking like that, she knelt down before the Buddha's image and cried for a long time, wept for a considerable length of time. Suddenly she heard a voice from above, and addressing her thus, "Sacred girl, whimper not so sorrowfully." Whimpering is like a dog or a cat, like so she's basically crying. "I will let you know. I will impart to you where your mother has gone. I will let you know." The Brahmin girl clasped her hands in deep respect and replied to the voice. She put her hands together and said, "What divine being will relieve me of my worries and apprehensions? Since my mother's death, I have missed her day and night, but I do not know how to discover where she has been reborn." Then the voice responded to her filial love. Filial piety refers to the love a child has for the parent, whether it's son for the mother or daughter for the father. "I'm the Buddha whom you are now venerating. I'm the one that you are respecting and paying homage to. And I'm aware of your devotion to your mother, or could be your father, which is quite different from that of other children. Thereby I'm here to enlighten you about her." When the Brahmin girl, Brahmin is the highest caste of the Hindu caste system, heard this, she fell to the ground and again wept bitterly, so she cried very hard, in almost an endless state. She feared that she would soon perish from the human world. She was afraid that she would die soon and implored, begged the Buddha to relieve her anxiety as to where her mother has been to. The Buddha answered, "Sacred girl, after your offering, return home early. Be seated down and compose yourself in meditation. Then concentrate on my name quietly, and you will know where your mother's whereabout." Just basically you can recite Amitabha, 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 or in the case so it could be Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar, same idea. When the Brahmin girl had finished paying homage, she went home and did as she had been instructed. After meditating for a day and night, basically 24 hours she has been meditating, she suddenly found herself on a great shore. She beheld many forces, many fierce, iron-skinned animals hurrying back and forth. So going back to this meditating day and night, if a person can chant Allah Akbar without other thoughts for day and night, that's 24 hours, he or she would have very clear mind. And again, it's not to play with clairvoyance, so be careful with that. However, it's the same practice. It's called one-pointed focus. She saw these fiercely looking iron-skinned animals up and down, east and west, in a boiling sea. She also saw thousands and millions of men and women flailing among the waves of the sea, struggling, almost drowning, attempting to escape from the cruel monsters with iron skins. Moreover, she attested, basically she saw yaksas. It's a form of devilish ghost being. So the other day I was talking about the 6 realms, the heaven, the earth, heaven, human, animal, hell, ghost, and the last one is asura. Asura are the very compassionate, hard-working, but very bad-tempered beings. And Yaksa is a form of ghost. Demon on earth or in air in the lower planes, which are malignant, violent, and carnivorous. These Yaksas have many feet, eyes, and heads, have sword-like teeth. These Yaksas were driving the poor men and women to the cruel monsters, and they themselves confronted the men and women angrily. The sight was so dreadful that the girl dared not prolong her gaze, although by the power of the Buddha she was not struck with any fear for herself. So here she's taking a tour of the hell where the newly dead people go through. At that time there existed a kind of sea devil named King No Poison. Basically it's the name of a ghost who was a form of Raksa. The poison caused by either actions, words, and thoughts. Okay, so this sea devil has no poison. So that means his action, thoughts, and words were very kind and benevolent. Okay, I think that's 5 minutes for today. I'm gonna stop it right now.